Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have a new rumored report into the regards of Robert Downey Jr. making his MCU return rather sooner than rather later, apparently next year before Avengers Doomsday. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, Robert Downey Jr. will apparently make his return to the MCU actually next year before Avengers Doomsday, and now there's more solidifying reports and actual additional reports out there to add onto the resume of this kind of fan theory. Now it's really becoming a part of a rumor, I think, at that, which is that Dr. Doom, or RDJ's Dr. Doom, would be appearing in the Fantastic Four movie releasing next year in July. So let's talk about it. Robert Downey Jr. is already confirmed to return to the MCU with the next two Avengers movies, Avengers Doomsday in 2026 and Avengers Secret Wars in 2027, but according to a new rumored report, he may be back sooner. Marvel Studios sent shockwaves through Hollywood this summer as Downey Jr. was announced as the MCU's Dr. Doom at San Diego Comic-Con, being the multiversal's next big bad, with the former Iron Man actor set to lead on with Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And so, according to a recent post on X, formerly Twitter, from Daniel Richmond, RPK Richmond, the industry insider and scooper who's very reputable at this point, getting a lot of industry news when it comes to Marvel leaks, rumors, and everything in between with that, getting a lot of those correct, being very reputable at that for this, especially now. Robert Downey Jr. is set for more MCU appearances as Dr. Doom beyond the next two Avengers films, set to be released in 2026 and 2027, as I had mentioned. The insider had specifically stated that Downey Jr. will also be appearing in the next Fantastic Four First Steps movie, releasing in the summer of next year in July, and potentially some other projects between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, which after would likely be it for him after Avengers Secret Wars. But there are a couple of release dates that are kind of up in the air, between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, by which one of those seems to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. So we all know the implication between Tom Holland's Peter Parker and Iron Man within the MCU in the 616 universe. So there definitely is some implications there, and maybe having Dr. Doom appear in Spider-Man 4, especially as the recent rumors indicate that Spider-Man 4 will be a multiversal story, which either has some fans really hyped or has some fans a little bit down in their boots. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. An appearance in Fantastic Four, as I had mentioned, is one of those things that was like a part of the fan theories, and one that we all were kind of hoping for, and even at that anticipating for. But now that there's actual rumored reports, adding onto that resume, it makes it all the more likely, and honestly, all the more exciting. An appearance in Fantastic Four would bring Downey Jr. back to the MCU in July of next year, just under a year before Doomsday releases in May of 2026. Maybe really setting the stage for Dr. Doom and for the Avengers Doomsday movie. While Dr. Doom has long been a threat to the entirety of the Marvel Universe, he is first and foremost a Fantastic Four villain and an antithesis of Reed Richards, a very big competitor. According to the report from the Cosmic Circus, Alex Perez, who is also becoming more and more of a reputable insider and scooper, and with different indications of rumored reports, Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Doom don't really interact in the Fantastic Four First Steps movie all that much. He compared their dynamic to Thanos and maybe Tony Stark in Infinity War, and that the Avengers was only aware of the ominous threat coming from space, while the Man-Titan knew nearly everything that he needed to know about Iron Man. So it seems to be a very similar kind of situation going on with Dr. Doom and Reed Richards, for example. Maybe Dr. Doom knows everything that he needs to know about Reed Richards, but Reed Richards doesn't really know, or even at that, maybe care about who this guy is. The Fantastic Four director Matt Shakman also had confirmed to Collider earlier this year at San Diego Comic-Con that he had known for quite some time and for a while that Downey Jr. had actually been cast as Dr. Doom, and it was forced to keep it under wraps, which he found difficult. That in itself really indicates, and I think let alone confirms, that Downey Jr. would be back as Dr. Doom for the Fantastic Four movie. As the villain is reportedly set to appear in his 2025 MCU movie, I think that this is really the stake in the chest, and that really solidifies it. It makes sense why he has to kind of know that and to be kept in the loop, to working with those actors, of course, on set, and also knowing things about the script, of course. The MCU's Doctor Doom will obviously hail from another universe, it seems, as that face on Earth 616 already belongs to Iron Man, so I think that there's also an indication that this would be some type of Iron Man variant or Tony Stark variant as well, and that the Fantastic Four is confirmed to take place elsewhere in the multiverse in a retro, kind of futuristic 60s, essentially. That in itself also confirms that it's a part of another universe. It wouldn't be surprising if Doom's home universe was the same as the new First Family or the Fantastic Four, though, however, and maybe whatever happens to get the Fantastic Four, as I have mentioned in and out of our videos here on the channel, whatever happens to the Fantastic Four to get them into the 616 universe for the next Avengers movies, then Doctor Doom will follow that portal, essentially. It's unclear whether RDJ will film his scenes shortly before the Fantastic Four wraps its principal photography later this year or at a later date, as the Oscar winner will also be filming Doomsday for around 3 months next year, as it would recently taken to break those news as well. He would and could shoot his Fantastic Four role then in time for it to release in July of 2025, but I don't think that there's going to be any slowdown. I don't think that Marvel has any options to push back the release date of any of their upcoming Marvel movies, and that those are all very solidified, especially if they want things to work out for the next 2 Avengers movies. After all, fans shouldn't expect to see much of RDJ and Doctor Doom next year. After all, Galactus will be the main threat faced in the Fantastic Four movie, and as I had mentioned, they're simply maybe doing that to really set things up. But perhaps his arrival and multiversal plots will be teased and set up in a post-credits scene after being referenced at various points within the movie. And so, with under a year to go until the Fantastic Four arrives in theaters next July, fans won't be waiting too long to see RDJ back in the MCU and to catch their first look at Doctor Doom. Not to mention, for those moviegoers who don't follow online casting news, his appearance will undoubtedly be, honestly, a jaw-dropping shock. Guys, this here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.